Hi and welcome back to the channel. It's Destiny of It's True Destiny and I am so excited for today's video. Today I'm going to be ranking all the affordable stylers that I have tried thus far for the past year or so and some of my tried and true favorites. So go ahead and grab you a drink. I have a little cocktail and let's go ahead and chat about all these stylers. I'm super excited. So for my ranking, I have 5 different categories and I credit this type of style of video to all the other influencers before me, all the other content creators before me, but I thought this would be really interesting to bring into the natural hair space. So my top tier is what I call obsessed. These are products that I absolutely love and probably will never give up unless the formulation completely switches up on me. Next up, I have the OK Curls. Like, this product really performs well and I love these products as well, but they're not really products that I'm like overly obsessed with and that I will maybe, you know, buy a ton of them on like a Black Friday sale or something like that. Next up is the meh. It's not that it's bad, it's not that it's good, it's kind of just the middle of the road. And of course I'll explain all these products that fall into this category and all the other ones. Next up is the donation pile. It's not to say that I don't enjoy it, it's just I feel like somebody else would instead of me. And then last but not least, never again. I will never probably try these products on my hair ever, if at all, unless they decide to change the formula. This is not to say that I absolutely dislike the brand, it's just to say that I'm not really here for that particular styler. And the never again section is also something that I would donate, but I would definitely caution against some of these products. First up is Mousse Def by The Do. Now this wasn't necessarily a part of my affordable styler series and all the videos that I did on the channel so far, but this is one of the affordable stylers that I have been well acquainted with and I know a lot of other people are. But if you aren't aware, this is one of my favorite foams on the market right now. It's so good. I would caution against it just a little bit because a lot of this product can leave a bit of a spongy residue on the hair, so you need to make sure that you're using a more all-purpose cleanser in your wash day if you're using this product consistently. But I love the definition that it provides for a texture foam wash and go alone. I love a one styler wash and go. Absolutely perfect for that. And I love using this for twist outs when I do decide to do a twist out, but my go-to style is a wash and go. So all these stylers that I'm mentioning is for wash and go styling. So Mousse Def is definitely going in the obsessed category. Next up is not necessarily a styler, but a leave-in that I use as a styler a lot over on my channel this year. I did a whole leave-in experiment and tried to use this product to potentially substitute Curly Magic from Uncle Funky's Daughter. And this is the Kinky Curly Not Today. If you want to see my whole experiment using this product kind of more geared towards a base gel or using this product underneath some of my stronger hold botanical gels, I definitely think you should check out that video and check out my in-depth review of this product as well as the curling custard that we'll get into in a second. This right here, this leave-in goes into the OK Curls. It's close, it's bordering obsessed, but I really think another one of my stylers kind of pushes the envelope just a little bit more when it comes to wash and go styling. But I do really appreciate what this leave-in has to offer underneath my gels. I talk about the pros and cons in that video as well, and I think that one you'll really enjoy if you like seeing these more in-depth type of natural hair videos. But this is definitely in the OK Curls pile. Next up is the Kinky Curly Curling Custard. Now this one is also in the OK Curls pile because I love the definition that it has to offer. I'm not a fan of the way that the product feels in my hands, but the application feels pretty nice on my hair. I do like what it has to offer ingredient wise as well, but I do think it is a little bit pricey for how much product you need to use per wash day. I only use this product either 1 or 2 times, and I feel like I got a decent amount of product in my hair to be able to achieve the type of wash and go that I want to. So based on the 8 fluid ounces that you get in this product, I wish it was able to offer a bit more. It was a bit more concentrated, but it pairs really nicely with Not Today because they're formulated to work as a system together, and I really love the results I get using them both together. But this makes it a bit more of an expensive wash day combo. At Target right now, the product is at $18.49, but at Walmart is $22.81. So this product definitely teeters on the verge of not being affordable given the criteria that I asked for when I first started out this series, which was trying to find stylers that was underneath the $20 mark. I've since then kind of adjusted that to be about $25. Hopefully I will get more products that are underneath that $20 mark, but I've kind of accepted some of those affordable-ish stylers, is what I like to call them, to be still under the $25 mark. So this one's definitely affordable-ish, but if you can catch it on sale, it's definitely worth a purchase. Next up is the TGIN Rose Water Curl Defining Mousse. I love this one as a styler as well. I love this for a texture foam and what it has to offer. I love the definition it has to offer. It's not as strong of a definition as something like Mousse Def, but it has a lot to offer. My girlfriend uses this every single wash day. This is one of her favorite stylers. For me personally, I like to pair it with another styler if possible, because although it gives a decent amount of definition for a texture foam, it still doesn't hold up as much as a gel would. So for that reason, I have to go with the OK Curls pile because I really do enjoy it. But when it comes to a wash and go that I'm absolutely gonna love, I love a fluffy wash and go. I always love a fluffy wash and go, but when it comes to my lifestyle, I need something with a little bit more hold. So I really wish this product just had a tad bit more hold. Again, it's teetering that OK Curls and Obsessed pile. If this had a little bit more hold to it, it would definitely be in the Obsessed category. Next up is the Trelux Curl Styling Serum. This is a botanical lightweight anti-frizz styler. I feel like this isn't necessarily made for tight curls, or I just don't necessarily understand how to use it, and I just need to contact customer service. I can't tell which it is. This product is very lightweight, and I feel like it doesn't necessarily give me the weight to my hair that I want to be able to achieve some of that elongation that I want from my wash and go, and I don't really know where to place it in my routine, and for that reason I'm gonna have to put this in the meh pile. It's not that it's horrible, but it's not necessarily the best for me and my routine. Next up is the Design Essentials Almond and Avocado Curl Enhancing Mousse. I feel like this foam did decently well with my hair, but compared to other foams that I have tried throughout the years, throughout this year, just trying out different foams, I feel like this one didn't do what I wanted to do. It didn't really wow me. I do really appreciate the size and the amount of product you can get. I did feel like I may have just overused the product when I did trial it out. Maybe I have to revisit it, but because I haven't really revisited it and didn't really reach for it in my routine, that kind of indicates that to me that this should be in the donating pile. Next up is the Flora and Curl Sweet Hibiscus Curl Defining Gel. Now this one is pretty good. This one's pretty good. It doesn't necessarily have the same, I don't know what to call it, like the same goop factor that Curly Magic offers, and I really enjoy in that product. I have to say there are a few points that are pros and a few points that are cons, but I still feel like it definitely deserves a spot in the okay curls pile because I love the definition and the way it is able to capture my curls. If you don't necessarily like the what I like to call the goop factor in Curly Magic, then this may be a product for you. It doesn't feel as slimy on the hair like Curly Magic would. So if you just have more of a texture aversion to that slimy goopy feeling, I feel like this curl defining gel, although it has a ton of aloe vera in it, is not as slimy, and that could be something that you're looking for in a product. I will say the points against it is a tad bit more expensive for the amount of product that you get. This is about $16 for 10 fluid ounces, which would compare to other stylers out there. This is a little pricey, but it still performs pretty well. It could last in your stash for a pretty long time. I do feel like I use a tad bit more compared to other stylers just because it spreads really well on the hair, but it doesn't spread as well as a Curly Magic. And maybe that's just because I'm biased and I love Curly Magic, but I do really appreciate this gel and what it had to offer and the way that it made my hair feel and the way it made my hair look. This is a great product. It's just a tad bit more expensive than similar products on the market, but this is still in the okay curls pile. Next up is the Love Your Curls Irish Sea Moss Gel. Now this one is one of the affordable-ish products that I mentioned earlier, and this is because this product is almost about $22. It's typically on sale, so that's why I still put it in that affordable-ish category, because typically you can find a sale on this product. It performs really well, but for me, I feel like I like something that feels a bit more slimy on my hair, a bit more goopier, to be able to help me capture my curls. I just feel like it could have done more. It could have done more for the price point, but it is a nice soft to medium hold. It's just not something that I would necessarily reach towards on my day-to-day wash day routine, because I like a different look to my wash and go. If I do want to use a gel, I want something that has a bit of a decent hold to it, and I felt like I had to use a bit more product than I'm used to, and I don't know if this price point, if it's worth it. So because of those reasons, this is in the meh pile. I'm really disappointed to say that, but this is, compared to everything else, this is in the meh pile. Next up is the Trelux Soothe and Restore Aloe Vera Curl Primer. Now this is also still in that affordable-ish pile. Again, there's a lot of sales involved when it does come to this styler. You gotta make sure you look out for those sales, y'all. You don't really have to pay full price for much, you know what I mean? Just make sure you look out for those sales. But this also has a ton of aloe vera in it, and that is the difference between this product and the Love Your Curls Irish Sea Moss Gel. This has a lot of Irish sea moss in it, and it's not necessarily, let me see, Irish sea moss is the second ingredient, and then after that is a ton of oils, and then later on there's aloe vera in here, so you don't get that same sliminess feel. It doesn't capture your curls as well as something like the curl primer. This one, the second ingredient is aloe vera gel, and right after that is glycerin. Then you have some of your oils in there, but aloe vera and glycerin are the second and the third ingredient, so it's a lot of that in this product, and that is why it's in the okay curls pile. I feel like this definitely is able to capture your curl pattern a little bit better, and you could definitely use this to help detangle your hair if you wanted to. It was marketed as a way to detangle, but also to help you define your curls, and that's absolutely what I've used it for. I used it as a pre-poo and as a styler, and I feel like it excels in both. So because of that, is in the okay curls pile. Next up, I have the Flora and Curl Sweet Hibiscus Curl Volumizing Foam, and that curl volumizing foam aspect makes me feel like this formulation was not necessarily to make your hair be super defined. It was meant to have some volume to it, which is totally expected from a foam, but I feel like this foam really just didn't do much for me beyond the first couple of days during my week after I washed my hair. I feel like it left the hair a tad bit sticky, which the dew has a tendency to do if you overuse the product, but I felt like no matter how much product I use, it had that sticky feeling, and I have a strong feeling it's because it's that multidextrin as the second ingredient, and that's why I didn't necessarily like the way it felt on my hair. It felt like I couldn't mold my hair into another style. Like, it kind of resisted being put up in a puff if I would have used this product versus another foam in my collection. I definitely think this could be something for somebody that potentially had like a looser curl, because I felt like I did use a tad bit more product, and maybe that's my fault. Maybe I didn't use the product right, but for those reasons, this is in the mid pile. Next up is the Crazy Sexy Curl by The Dew, and I have to say I was not a fan of this product. I told y'all even from like the jump of my full review of this product that I just didn't think it was going to perform the same way that the other Dew foam does, and I was completely right. The way this product smells, and this is definitely something that like made this one of the main cons for me, is that smell is like sickly honey, and for that reason this was a never again product. I never tried it after the first time. It just wasn't for me. Although the smell dissipated, the initial application was pretty brutal for me, and not to be over dramatic, but I hated that sickly sweet honey smell. It was very reminiscent of the Camille Rose spiked honey mousse, and that one I feel like I had just allergic reaction to it, and so this one already had like a bad taste in my mouth because of that, and I shouldn't have held that against this particular foam. But that honey smell just gives me bad vibes. It's just so overly sweet. It like makes me a little nauseous. It makes me sneeze, just like that Camille Rose mousse, and because of that, this is a never again. But if you do enjoy the Dew and you want to give this a try, I'm not going to say you shouldn't just because of me and my experience with the product. Again, I only tried it one time, so I can't really speak towards the longevity or the product buildup. But if you do like Mousse Def, I wouldn't hesitate to try Crazy Sexy Curl. It seems like a lot of people really enjoy it. Next up is Uncle Funky's Daughter Curly Magic. I absolutely love this botanical gel as my base gel for a majority of my wash and goes. It plays so well with the other stylers in my stash. I love using it alone, but it works so much better with other stylers out there. It can have a bit difficulty getting that longevity if you don't pair it with something that's more anti-humidity, because there is a lot of humectants in this gel, but it helps tremendously with getting that water in your hair. It helps tremendously with capturing your curl pattern, and it helps you get that some of that elongation as well for your wash and go. I absolutely love this product. You can see I have a whole big old salon size of it, but if you wanted to trial it out and get a more affordable size, because this one's like I think about $40, but if you want to get a more affordable size, there's like a 12 ounce you can get like at Target and other retailers. But this one, if you haven't guessed already, is in the obsess section of my ranking my stylers. Absolutely love this product down. If you want to see how I use this product or other products that I've featured on the channel, make sure you go ahead and check out my natural hair playlist. This is just the current affordable stylers that I have tried and still have in my stash as of right now. I would love to hear your thoughts about affordable stylers that you enjoy, because I'm going to keep doing these affordable stylers series video. I really enjoy sharing with you all how affordable stylers can still get you your end result as long as you apply technique and understand application and all of those things. So let me know your favorite affordable stylers for wash and goes. I would love to know. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye y'all.